What's poppin', y'all? This is Deidre with One Shot Game, man. You already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve who you are. And as I always say, you get two choices: the ability to settle in the life that has been faithfully set out for you, or the ability to pave the path towards your destiny. That choice is also up to you. So, before I get into the title of my video, I want to say a big shout out to all my supporters and even the ones behind the scenes. I see y'all too. So look, the title of this video is going to be on the fact that when life starts to shift, don't shift with it. You know what I'm saying? Go in the opposite direction. The results for going in the opposite direction are going to be a lot more fruitful than you going with the tide. You know what I'm saying? You got to really think about it, because oftentimes when we shift and go with the tide of life, we're basically shifting in a position where it's a new system designed to keep everybody in formation. But if you go opposite of the shift and you decide to take your own road down your own lane, the results are going to be a whole lot more better than you basically doing what everybody else is doing. It's going to be more obstacles, but those are the obstacles that you are dealt when you're trying to form your own identity. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to form who you truly are meant to be, aside from maybe the soul wounds that told you who you should be. You know what I'm saying? That damage is lethal. You know what I'm saying? When you are put into a position where it's time to discover your true identity, it's difficult for people because, again, they like clout, they like attention. You know what I'm saying? But you can demand those same things going against the tide. You know what I'm saying? Going in your own direction of self-discovery for yourself. The obstacles start to become less of a strain the more better you become at knowing who you are. You know what I'm saying? I promise you, you will not be upset with the lane when you get in and make your own. You know what I'm saying? But when you follow in the lane of someone else, the results that come from that could be devastating. You know what I'm saying? They could be heartbreaking. You know, but if you make a way to go in your own lane, you know what I'm saying, and go against the tide and discover who you are despite the obstacles, your life will be less stress, less, you know what I'm saying, doing what other people want you to do to make them happy. You'll be more focused on who you are, the direction your life is going in, and what you want for your life. It alleviates stress. You know what I'm saying? Imagine all the times where you cried, or all the times where, you know what I'm saying, you got upset, or, you know, you became depressed. The things you ran to and looked toward instead of figuring out and going head up with the solution, so that naturally you can be able to live a life of manifestation instead of stress and anger. That means you're going to have to go against the tide. You're going to have to override and go the opposite direction than where everybody else usually goes. And that's hard for some people and extremely difficult, to take a route less traveled, you know? Oftentimes they're looking for the easy route. There is no easy route when it comes to your life. I don't care how easy it may seem now. Maybe in the background you're going through things, you're just not admitting them. But life is not easy in general. But you can make it peaceful. So therefore, when you have to take L's or losses, it's easier to understand. Instead of, you know what I'm saying, feeling as if you always got to win all the time. People who are in this mode of thinking they always got to win all the time, I promise you, they don't know how to process L's. They don't know how to, you know what I'm saying, understand that the lesson they need to learn is in the L itself. You know, and that's where you stunt your growth. You know what I'm saying? When you're the type of person that is eager to, you know, pave a route for other people to set them free, you do whatever it takes regardless. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just your nature. That's just what you embody. It's just what your solo mission is required of doing. And everyone has a mission. It's just how tapped into their mission are they versus, you know, tapped into surface level things. I need attention. I need clout. You know what I'm saying? I need to be loved. I need to be liked. You know what I'm saying? And however I get to that means I'll do whatever is necessary. Doesn't mean it's truly who I am. You know what I'm saying? And doesn't mean I'm going to go down a road less traveled, because that road may be lonely. It may not get me the results I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? And that's oftentimes what stop people. Like, they're just afraid, you know, to take the road less traveled. But the road less traveled is the one we need to get on, baby, because that's going to take you, you know, to unlimited heights, to a life that is not around constantly trying to be in survival mode, you know, constantly in trying to play catch up with what you didn't have, what you can't have, you know. It's a time where no matter how long it takes, no matter, you know what I'm saying, the things that hurt or are painful, you're gonna take the road less traveled, because in the end, the destination will be so much more satisfying and fruitful than if you decided to go against the things that don't no longer work for you. Like, it's a lot of people in life, me included at one point, who would see something and know it didn't work for me, but I'd keep doing it. I just had this discussion earlier with somebody. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why it's like that, but it's like you'll see something, you'll know something, you'll be clearly aware of the fact that it's not working for you, but you'll continue to keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's when divine timing comes into play, because everybody is healing at different time speeds, not at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So you have to just know who you are to be able to give people that space, to be able to take how long it ever takes to, you know, go down that road of self-discovery for themselves. And listen, they'll get pushed closer and closer towards going to that road to self-discovery, because it's what's going to set them free. All the nights they spent crying, all the times they spent depressed, all the, you know, substances they indulged in just because they were a product of their own mind. And they were just enclosed in by, you know, ideas and soul wounds that they thought were theirs, but were really someone else's. And they basically consumed your whole identity, you know? And I promise you, taking that road that everybody don't travel is the best thing you could ever do for yourself, regardless of how your physical life may look to you. Mentally, going down a road that people don't travel, but it's for yourself, will help you get some clarity, however that may look to you. You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm the type of person, however it may look for someone to get clarity, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? When you come out of it, I'm still going to be there. You know what I'm saying? When you went into it, I was still there. I don't have no vendetta, no, you know, angry vices, no mad words to say. I just speak the truth. And I say it from my heart, not from a space of trying to discredit you, but from a space of, I've been there, you know? And I know how I felt about myself. Now, if we change that and think differently, we could feel better about ourselves, and it helps you make better choices. It helps you make better decisions. You know what I'm saying? Because you know your worth. You know who you are. That's hard to come by. You know what I'm saying? When sometimes you just feel completely invalid and you keep running to the same things that's not giving you life. You know what I'm saying? You got to run towards the things that validate you and make you feel good about who you are. That improves positive decision making. You know what I'm saying? That improves positive critical thinking. You know what I'm saying? And your decisions and choices are just a little bit more sharp than if you just don't feel like you're worth anything in the world. Your decisions become, you don't care. You're careless. You know what I'm saying? You just make decisions for the benefit of yourself, however that may look. You don't care how you got to do it, why you got to do it this way. It's just, I need this right now. And this is how it's going to work for me. It's strange, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? So listen, take that road less traveled for yourself. Take the road that's for you. You know what I'm saying? Again, wise words from Nip. The boat can't sink if you don't let no water in it. Exactly. So when you're traveling down the road and you're figuring out who you are, you'll be able to not allow anyone inside the boat that's trying to sink it. And that's just basically you discovering who you are. If I don't let you come in my space and put me down and talk about me and make me feel less than, nothing you say can work. So your defense is high against people trying to discredit who you are. And you're able to blossom into being something for yourself. And it makes you feel good. Not nobody else but you. It's only one you. You know what I'm saying? Humans are only created once in a lifetime. So wouldn't you want to do whatever you could to make yourself happy? You know what I'm saying? No matter what it looks like to anybody. I don't care who it is. Make yourself happy. Going down a lane that you can see for yourself. Figuring out who you are for yourself. That's the road that you're scared to take because you're chasing other things that's not making you happy. I think we getting a little bit too old for that. The world we in, listen, it stopped a lot of us. I'm not doing nothing if it don't make me happy. You know what I'm saying? I may participate and, you know what I'm saying, be involved in activities that it's a group activity. I enjoy it too. But when it get to a point where now it's about you, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not into that. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with understanding that. So that means I'm going to go off and do my own thing. I'm okay with understanding that. I do not need a crowd around me all the time to feel validated in who I am. And once you get to that space, I promise you, there won't be a negative remark, a bad comment, a put down, a control issue, a power game that'll stop you from being who you are. I used to dim my own light on myself because people used to make me feel invalid. Man, listen, I don't know what you on, but what I'm on is being me. If it affects you and make you feel some type of way, that's not my problem. You know what I'm saying? So again, speak up, use your voice, be who you are. Sometimes it's about listening, but sometimes it's about speaking too. So you can be able to establish who you are. Because when you listening and not speaking, people will feel as if they got one up on you. You know what I'm saying? And it stops you from being who you truly are. Keep shining your light. Don't dim it for nobody. It's only going to kill you in the end. You know what I'm saying? So listen, if you don't know what it is, I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.